Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. Thank you for being so patient with this one. We're looking at part 5 of Scarified today. This is the last one, so smiley faces all round, but it's a pretty bad time, so be prepared. Let's take a look. Quick reminder, just to be safe, we're in E flat tuning, which is E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, another E flat. So get yourself a tune and we'll get started. Alright, let's have a look at what I've dubbed the redone riff. We want to start from 9 of the first string, and we're working with basic kind of arpeggio sounds, but we're not sweeping them. We're using a lot of string skip action, which Paul likes to do. Starting from 9 of the first string, and then I jump 2 strings up, so I'm on the 3rd string now, and I'm doing a pull off 14, 11, 9, and then I want to jump to the root note. I think it's A major this one. I want to jump to 12 of the 5th string. Now after that I'm just going to reverse my way back, so I'm going to hammer 9, 11, 14 on the 3rd, and then back to the 9 of the 1st string. So all together. Okay, but this time when I get back to the 9 of the 1st string, I'm going to go into this phrase. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm picking 9 to 12, and then I play 9, 12, 9 as a hammer into a pull off. So I'll do that slowly. After I've done my pull off, I want to jump to 14 of the 3rd string. So all together thus far. Okay, then after that I go into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going 9 to 14, so quite a big stretch on the 1st string. And then I do a hammer on with my ring finger, and I want to go 12, 14, 12, 9, all in one kick. So I'm going to hammer to the 14, and then just roll back to the 9. So I'll go... I finish that whole phrase on 14 of the 3rd. So all together... One more time without the breaks now. And we're just going to do that whole thing twice. Okay, then we go to sort of a similar idea with the shapes and the string skips, but we're going to be looking at a diminished idea now. Got a bit of a low gain thing here so you can hear my notes a little better. So working with that diminished idea, I want to hit 9 of the 1st string. And then this is a really, really silly stretch. I'm playing 9 of the 1st, and then my diminished notes are going to go 15, 12, 9 on the 3rd string, and then 13 of the 5th, and the pattern's going to be the same. 1 note here, 3 notes with the pull-offs, and then we hit the 13. And then I reverse much similar to the last one, except I'm going to go 9, 12, 15 this time, so just reversing what we had at the start. Okay, then what I do here, really similar. I'm going 9, 12, 9, 12, 9 as a hammer on into a pull off, and then 15 of the 3rd string. Okay, then at the end of that I want to go 9, 15, and then do that hammer on into a pull offy thing from 12, 15, 12, 9. Sort of go, and then end that on 15 of the 3rd string. So let's try the whole diminished arpeggio idea nice and slow. Take that exact shape up 3 frets, and now I'm going to start from 12 and hit 12 of the 1st string, then pull off 18, 15, 12 on the 3rd, and then hit 16 with my ring finger on the 5th, then reverse those hammer-ons, just going 12, 15, 18. Okay, then we go, which is 12, 15, 12, 15, 12 as a hammer-on into a pull-off, and then 18 of the 3rd. And then the end of that group goes. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 12 to 18, and then a hammer on 15, 18, 15, back to 12, and ending that on 18 of the 3rd. As you can see, back to back, it's pretty much the same idea up 3 frets. Okay, now what we're going to do is take the 9 frets that we had at the start and do exactly the same thing from 11. So I'll just show you the arpeggio, and then you guys can just carry that same shape over. I don't want to bore you with too much talking. So what we're doing here is starting from 11 of the 3rd string, and then playing 16, 13 to 11 on the 3rd. And the root note of this is 14 of the 5th, and then we reverse. And then this part here is round 11, 14, and 16 on the 1st string. And at the end of that, I was sort of jumping to 16 of the 3rd. So if we carry over everything that we had from 9th fret on that first arpeggio, it's exactly the same. Okay, now we're going to do a diminished arpeggio from 10. So the cool thing about this, I guess, on that changeover, I've got the same root note. So I'm going from 10 of the 1st string using the diminished. So I'll go through it a little bit quicker than I did last time, but you'll know the shapes and the ideas are pretty similar. So I'm hitting 10 of the 1st and then going 16, 13, 10 on the 3rd, and then go to 14 of the 5th string, and then just reversing up that diminished arpeggio and treating it exactly the same. Now on the very last one, we do bring it up 3 frets again, except we want to end on 19 of the 1st string. So we'll go through this one a little bit slower. The start's going to be exactly the same from 13 of the 1st string. I go up to 17 of the 5th, and then reverse that arpeggio. And then just going 13, 16, 13 is the trill, and then 19 of the 3rd string. And at the end of that, instead of doing all of that business, I just go, which is just going 13, 16, 19. So I want to do those last 2 diminished arpeggios, and if that all makes sense, we'll put it together from the top. Okay, I'm hoping that all made sense. Let's try that redone riff one more time, extra slowly. And again, out of the diminished. Same idea, 3 frets up. Back to the major. Okay, very last chunk of the whole song is just this final little run. So we're working in triplets and just groups of 6. I'll play them for you nice and slow, and then we'll do it together. You get the idea. We want to go from 11 to the 4th string, and I'm playing 11, 12, 14 on the 4th, and then I hit 11 of the 3rd string, and then play 14, 12 on the 4th string at the end of that. Nice and triplety. You get the idea. So the second group went 12, 14, 16 on the 4th, then I hit 13 of the 3rd string, and then 16, 14 on the 4th to finish that. All together thus far. Nice and diatonic and fun. I'm playing 14, 16, 18 on the 4th now. Then I hit 14 of the 3rd, and then 18, 16 on the 4th. So it's all very similar shapes, just moving it up the scale, and then we go. So what I'm doing there is playing 16, 18, 19 on the 4th, and then 16 of the 3rd, and then 19, 18 on the 4th to finish that group. So we should have 4 groups of 6 now. And the last bit just goes. So what I'm doing here is I'm playing 18, 19, 21 on the 4th, and then 18 of the 3rd. And that's the whole thing, so let's put it together. And that is all the Scarified. Oh, yes, we did it, guys. Anyway, take care, have fun with it.